Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Battle Brothers Legends mod Let's Play. In the last episode, we left off in Trockenberg, where we were trying to do a bit of armor shopping. However, we didn't quite have enough to purchase anything that we wanted, so today we're going to try to earn a bit more, and then either revisit Trockenberg's armory, or maybe hit Brunstad's, or both, and see if we can change that. So let's start by heading maybe south to Erzberg and seeing if we can't find some work there. There was no work in Trockenberg, unfortunately. So we've got to go somewhere that may have some. We could also go up this way too, but let's start with... You know what? That's kind of a dead end, isn't it? Let's go up here first. We'll go to Ergensand, and if we don't have any luck there, we can backtrack, revisit Trockenberg, and see if any work has been added, and if not, then we can hit the southern part here. Oh wow, okay. So what's all this? Hunt down what terrorizes Ergensand. I didn't think I wanted to do this. What about here? Marauding greenskins. I don't think we'll survive that. So let's say no. This one I'll leave open because that's not paying as much. Which sounds like a bad thing, but it generally indicates that this will be easier than that other 3-skull mission. I forgot that we had those, though. Let's try Stole. Sanctum of the Dark Arts. What's going on here? So, while on the march, you come across a lone cow standing in a field. Not much to it, it's just a cow. But then Volmar, the inventor, saddles up next to you. He's gnawing on some broom straw and twists it around as he talks. So who do you think can do it? You ask, do what? He smiles. Sorry, Cap, didn't realize you hadn't heard. We're gonna see if someone can knock that cow over. Seeing as how we can only knock it over once, how about you choose which of us has a go? I bet Reiner's strong enough to do it. You figure the strong and burly Reiner could give a cow a good tipping. Your awkward wording alone has the men laughing, but Reiner respectfully bows. I'm honored, sir. He rolls up his sleeves and strolls across the field, striding over cow patties like a merchant stepping over the homeless. The cow looks over, raising a curious eyebrow. Reiner nods. That's right, I'm coming. I thought you were supposed to tip cows while they're sleeping. I don't think you can do it while they're awake. Okay, so more phrasing issues abound. Despite the laughter of the company, Reiner charges the cow. At first, he simply presses against its side, muscled and heavying with breath. The men laugh as his efforts get him nowhere, but they quickly quiet down when the cow sidles across the mud and grass. With a mighty roar, Reiner surges forward and the cow goes falling sideways with a confused moo. Gravith the wolf stands there, slack-jawed. It was a joke. I didn't think it was actually possible. The company erupts and cheers for the strong man's incredible feat, so he gains +1 max fatigue and everybody's happy. I'm glad that that didn't kill him or something. I was expecting him to get like kicked in the head and die, but apparently that didn't happen. Right, so we need to choose another ambition. Lacks competent archers, limiting our tactical options. We should train 3 men to master bow or crossbow. That's potentially doable. We have 2 right now. We can always decline 2 after we choose one. Or we can accept this and maybe hit that settlement up here. Not a settlement, but what do you call it? Enemy stronghold. We'd have to discover it though. Since that's already discovered, I don't think it'll count. What to do? This one is not viable yet because there's still a lot of territory that we can't visit. So after the Civil War, we'll try to do that one, but before, it just doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do this one. Alright, Stole. Got a bit of work for us. Perfect. 1240 to go after some thieves. I do like going after some thieves. What's this? Region's not safe. They want me to patrol a couple different places. It looks like places that I was just at, so nothing too far. And they'll give me 156 excuse me, crowns per head up to 30 heads. But that means we're going to have to go looking for fights. So I will accept, because that's potentially a lot of money. So what is that? 468 crowns. Sorry, 4,680 crowns if we're able to do all 30. That's not bad, if I did my math right. I'll accept the offer, but I'll ask for more time. Let's do this one first, because this is pretty straightforward. And then we'll come back and do the patrol. Okay, so it looks like they cut out to the east. And then they went southeast. Staying on the trail. There they are. Let's see. They've got a few marksmen. Do I want to fight them now at night? It might be to my advantage, because I only have 2 archers. They have, I think, 3. And theirs are potentially better armed. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's just attack them now. Okay, to arms. Oh, they have a necromancer too. That's gonna be interesting. Okay, we'll just have to make sure we deal with that guy before we start killing too many people. Alright, so here we are. I'm actually going to fall back a bit, and the reason why I'm going to do that is because often if a necromancer deploys with an army, even if it's an army of bandits, they'll typically sit back to try to avoid combat, while the rest of the group, these guys, will advance to engage us. What that means is they might push forward out of his range for his abilities to the point where he won't actually be able to do anything unless he comes forward, which obviously plays to our advantage. You're gonna totally screw up my line there, bud. Okay, well, I forget where you guys are shifting or how they're shifting. Okay, so it's like you would be there, you would be here, I think. No, that doesn't seem right. There it is. Okay. So that means you go here. You go here. You can fall back as well. Unfortunately, our warden got in the way there, so I'm going to put you here on spear wall in hopes that nobody gets too close to you until that warden moves. Well, stay there, don't do anything. Okay. So they're avoiding him, perfect. Let's have you take a shot. 24% is probably the best we're gonna do. Actually, we have a 26 there. Nothing doing though. You only have a shot on him for 11. Why don't you just wait? We'll have you wait too. They're leaning pretty heavily on that flank there. I think what we'll do is, do I want you to spear wall? Suppose it wouldn't hurt. We're going to have these guys move forward now, so you should be like there. You should be here. We'll get them moving up as well, and they can go after the necromancer, since they'll probably not be able to get involved in this fight too much. Don't bother spear walling. You can stay there. In fact, why don't you shift over a bit? Let's get you up to here. Or better yet, I'm thinking maybe there. You can shift up to here. you're just gonna wait. We'll just do more waiting. You're gonna go here, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now the fighting begins, and hopefully these two can get back there and deal with Mr. Necromancer. And if they do it fast enough, they might be able to double back and encircle this group here. Oh great, you just left a big hole in my line. I don't like the Warden for that reason. Obviously he can be useful. I like the range on his attack. Nice. But the fact that he cannot be controlled and therefore is kind of a liability when it comes to positioning is unfortunate. I'm gonna bump you, actually. And then slide in there. You can get rid of that shield. I'm gonna have you shoot this guy, I guess. Wow, you missed point blank. You're gonna split. And you hit them both, perfect. You should probably stay over here. I don't know how many people I'm gonna need on this side, actually. You know what? You're gonna run interference over here. Sigmund, stab him. Great job. That broke this guy, so we don't even need to worry about dealing with his shield anymore. And that broke that guy too. We will need to get somebody on him, just to make sure he doesn't get away. You need to get over there as well. Bertram, we should probably have you dive in and attack. Is that a different polearm than what you're carrying? It looks like it is. Actually, it's not a polearm. I can't tell. It could be some sort of cleaver, but it could also be a polearm. I guess we'll see. Bound to use it eventually. So Bertram, hop in there and attack him since he's the biggest threat to you. At least I assume. And Gravith, why don't you get in there and cut him as well. Oh, there goes your shield. Solveig, step on up and I'll let you attack him since he's not wearing a helmet. There goes the marksman. I can't tell what he did. Oh, there goes that guy. Right, so all of the ranged characters are going to flee, but it looks like the melee characters will stand and fight. Oh, apparently you're not bailing as much as I thought you were. Damn, come on. Come on, Solveig. She has such a hard time hitting anything. Alright, so that guy is back. We'll want to do something about that, obviously. Let's take a shot into the crowd there. I'm actually going to ask you to move up to there. You can try to stab that guy. Good job. 2 hits. I need you to get into melee combat with him. That should keep him busy to the point where he's not going to continue throwing spells and whatnot. And you're going to go after the marksman. Okay. Rid of him. Why don't you dispatch this guy first? And we can start cutting that guy up. Looks like we might get that armor as a drop. I'll let you advance. You can advance as well. See if you can't finish that zombie off. Hopefully that doesn't put him at too much risk out there. I'm going to ask Alisar to come over here and deal with this guy, because he's probably more dangerous than a lone zombie at this stage. And you can actually work your way over there to help. Okay, so he's going to fire. Oh, he actually fired down here. Solveig, whack that zombie, or don't. She just is not very good in melee combat. Okay. You don't have polearm mastery yet, so that's the best you can do. Sigmund almost got him. I mean, you got him, you just didn't finish him. Volmar, start softening him up. 25, I guess try it. Let's have you push up over here as well. You're going to square up with him. Start taking slices out of him. Let's have you wait because you don't have really a means to get into combat yet. 2 blocks. Can we get the zombie? There it is. Alright, start going after the archer. Let's have you get in here. Take a swing. Almost killed him. I'll actually have you go there. I don't want to miss our opportunity to catch him just because I want to surround this guy. Oh, he blocked it. Solveig, just stay there. I'm wondering if it might be better to keep her out of combat. Even though we'll lose her warden, I'm thinking it might be better to just have her be a designated healer. Because she doesn't seem to contribute all that much. Nor does the warden for all that matter, but at least the warden can, you know, soak hits for us. Damn it. Whereas, you know, with her, if she gets hit, that could potentially be quite bad. But obviously, I can't have one without the other, so I might just leave her in reserve. Can we get this guy? Come on. Come on, Morton. We cannot seem to get through there. Gonna have to cut the shield down, probably. Alright, so he is no longer a threat. Why don't you pile in behind? And Alisar, can you finish it? Nice. Alright, so then we can shift back up this way. Unless, of course, Gravis can kill him this turn. No. Let's get you guys moving up. Alright, oh right, we still have the Necromancer. Keep forgetting about him. So that guy's out of the way. Can you hit the Necromancer from there? Potentially. Let's circle in behind here. Almost got him that time. Volmar, would you care to do the honors? Yes. Perfect. So that went really well. We had, what, 4 level ups out of that. Very minimal damage across the board. In fact, only 2 people even took damage, and it wasn't very much. As far as loot goes, not too bad. We did get another decent shield, some potentially usable armor, and a crossbow. Alright, so let's go get paid. And then we'll see about that patrol. The patrol's going to take us here. So it's pretty short distance. Hopefully we'll be able to find plenty of action in that little range. Because obviously we want to be able to collect as many heads as possible. Let's see. I don't think that's worth keeping. Nor is that stuff. That's what I thought that was. But for some reason the handle looked exceptionally long when he was holding it in combat, and I thought it was sort of like a polearm staff, but apparently not. Okay, I probably don't need that either. So I have bolts with the crossbow. I thought we picked up some arrows too. Yeah, there they are. I'll get rid of those. And that's probably okay. Yeah, I can live with that. So does that armor need to be put to use immediately? Doesn't look like it. Actually, potentially does. So 64 is actually going to be better than your armor, even at 100%. So let's have you wear that. And while we're in here, let's get you a new shield and a level up. Definitely going to need that resolve. I wish you rolled better on the combat front because, frankly, you have like no chance to hit anything. But he didn't, so we'll just go with it. I think we'll go with the 4s up here for his perk. We'll go with student just so he levels up faster and therefore can keep pace with everybody else. Reiner, our cow tipper. He didn't roll very well either. I'm going to give him some hit points because that was the only thing he did roll really well in. I think we'll go with melee defense. And I'll probably take fatigue because he rolled the minimum for melee attack. For his perk, I'm leaning toward Colossus, but we could also go with smashing shields or something that's going to make him more effective with that axe. And he does have the ability to go mastery with that, so it's probably a good weapon to keep him with. Yeah, let's go with Colossus. The hit point bonus is nice, but I prefer Colossus because of the reduced chance for injuries. That's probably the biggest boost to this, but obviously having a massive pool of hit points is always nice too. Then we have Volmar, the Inventor, who rolled reasonably well. I think we'll take the 4 hit points. He doesn't have Colossus, so we will need to put a lot of effort into keeping that up if we do indeed intend to keep him in combat. Because he's an Inventor, he does, potentially offer other utility, and therefore we don't necessarily need to keep him in combat to justify keeping him around, but if he can fight, all the better. Speaking of, I think I'll go with some melee skill and melee defense because he did roll pretty well there. Though he does need resolve pretty desperately, and fatigue as well. Okay, let's make him a student so that he levels up more quickly. And then we have Arnold, who is probably going to take Colossus here. He's also got that free +10 from his traits, so that's nice. I think we're going to give you the 4 there, the 4 there, and the 3 here. And then for yours, can't give you mastery yet. It looks like you can only take from tier 1. So I think Colossus is the easy choice. So he's already up to 83 hit points without me really investing anything into it. That's pretty cool. Then we have Sigmund the Boulder. What's to do with you? I think we'll do a 3 here. Yeah, we'll do a 3 there, and we'll take that 4. Now for his trait. This is more difficult because his tree is very limited. And he doesn't, in fact, have access to some of the stuff that we've been trying to get on our characters, which is unfortunate. He might be better off moved to the front with an axe or something. I'm going to need to find somebody that's a little bit more of a, dedicated polearm user, or at least somebody that can have polearm mastery. So someone like Bertram, though we're going to need somebody that has really high resolve too, if they're going to be the one carrying that. Granted, if we need to, we can move some stuff around and put somebody else with high resolve there. But really what I need is somebody that can take polearm mastery. Volmar, I don't know if it's worth putting him in the back because of that really high melee defense. Of course, keeping him alive would be great, so that's one reason to justify it, but his melee attack and his resolve don't lend that well to being the standard carrier. You would actually be a decent pick if you could actually specialize in that, which unfortunately you can't. And doesn't look like you can either. Nor can you. You can, but that doesn't make a lot of sense for us to do. You've already taken Spear Mastery. And you have, all of the above. Huh. Bertram is not a bad choice. It's just not the best choice. So I might do that. What's your resolve currently? 64? Do I have an axe? No. Okay. Well, let's build him as though he would be an axeman, and then we'll try to get him into the front line, and then either get Bertram back here or somebody else who's better suited. Because if he can't take polearm mastery, there's no reason to have him here. I could take axe mastery now. Let's see. Above 30. That might be easy to do. So, Lithe is basically the same perk as Nimble, except it's got a lower hit point reduction, but a greater armor max fatigue threshold. So effectively, you can wear heavier armor than with Nimble, but at the cost of less damage reduction. And it's up to 30 for the total. So armor from the head and body, which he would currently be at minus 18. Therefore, he's only about halfway. So that's actually not a bad perk if you don't intend to, throw really heavy armor on somebody. But to give you an idea of what 30 max fatigue looks like, right now our most heavily armored character, Sir Alisar, is at minus 33. So he's only barely past that threshold, and this is the heaviest armor we're going to see for a while. Gravith is under the threshold. So we can have them pretty heavily equipped and still take advantage of this. So that's not too bad. Matching set. If your helmet and armor values match. Got it. I don't know about that. Effectiveness versus armor is increased by 20 for any weapon used. I'm going to give him Lithe, because he doesn't have access to Battle Forged. So we're going to have to make do with that. And as soon as we get him in the front, I'm going to give him Axe Mastery. Alright, so that took way longer than it should have, but got a lot of planning to do there. And then let's accept this. This is going to be a very quick patrol, but we're going to need to find as many fights along the road as possible. Stick to the roads, guy. Do not want to miss any potential targets here. Not when we're getting paid this well. And we can go a little bit out of our way to find fights. But if we go too far out of our way, it's not going to be worth it. 15 brigands. I think we can beat them. Let's run them down. That'll be halfway to our 30. Come on, catch them, please, before it gets dark. Cool. Alright. This is a little bit similar to the party that we fought earlier. I would say that they're better equipped than the other party, though. Wow, they're really trying to light him up and not doing a very good job. They're actually being kind of passive, which is interesting. Let's see if anybody else moves up. No, they're going to hold the line. So we're going to have to go to them, which isn't ideal, but they're not giving me any choice. 67, let's try that. No luck. You're probably not going to even be able to hit them. Yeah, so let's have you wait. And as soon as our frontliners are ready to move, we'll start advancing. But I'm not going to advance the back line before the front line. I don't get why they do that. Okay, let's push up to about here. I'm a little bit wary about this because they have as many people as we do, and they don't have any backliners, so they're going to try to encircle us, essentially. I don't know why you backed off. You were pretty good where you were. I think we're going to have to shift up ever so slightly, just like that. I'm moving to basically within a tile of that guy. Just so, we're not immediately in combat. But that might be enough to bait them forward. Though I suppose we'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to put you out on the flanks a little bit more. Same with these guys. I'm going to actually put them out here, just to make it a little bit harder to encircle us. That's an interesting choice. Why don't you move up to there? Sure. I'm going to put him... crap. I guess you're going to have to sit up there, just to deny it. Otherwise, he's going to be sitting next to it, and that's no good. Oh, of course, they shot right over 2 shields and into your face. Love when they get those lucky shots in. If you'd stop shuffling around, you could have hit him again. Let's put you there. Okay, so we're engaged. Don't do anything yet. We need to get that shield out of the way. Come on, really? That's the second time he's been shot in the face. I'm gonna have to pull him out of the fight. Hopefully he's not bleeding, otherwise he'll just die. Why don't you... How do I want to do this? Put you there, maybe, and if we're lucky, maybe the ghost will take the hint. Probably not lucky enough for that, though. Yeah, I need you to fall back. Okay, Morton. Let's see. Shield wall and stab him. Alisar, don't do anything yet. Bertel, you have nothing to do. Okay, Reiner. Let's get that shield out of the way. Alright, so we're engaged down here. Gravith, that shield's not going anywhere before you will be ending your turn, so just to try to attack through it. Okay. You just need to hang out, basically. Sigmund can attack the guy without the shield now. I think we did pretty well matching their width. That was a very poor choice on your part. Let's go ahead and split right there. Oh, we missed the guy in the back. Probably would have one-shot killed him if we hit him. But we did do some pretty good damage to that raider. So I'll accept that. Let's take 2 attacks here. Almost got him on the first turn that he was in combat, so that's pretty good, but fortunately we couldn't quite kill him. And interestingly, they're not going to try to swing around and get him over here. Probably because he's got high ground. Though, this guy is going to leapfrog into there. And I was hoping that the warden would go into that spot, but he doesn't seem to be interested. Oh, perfect. He did it. Good job. Nobody's flanking us over here. They're going to switch. Okay, you're basically dead, so it's not really going to help you all that much. Shoot that marksman. Nice. Arnold, you can start stabbing him from above. Good dodge over there. Is it worth even trying to get rid of the buckler? I'm just going to attack. Okay, 1 hit. 2 misses over there. Oh, we got a stun on Reiner. That's unfortunate. Let's get rid of that flail. I don't like flails. I mean, I like them when they're on my side. I don't like them when they're on the enemy's side. Is there anything you can do for me back there? Probably not. Yeah, just come sit over here where you're not going to die. Volmar, drop him. And you know what? Why don't you go for a stun there? Oh, you just killed him. Okay. That's 2 kills for Volmar. Morton, I think we're better off just throwing a bunch of attacks his way and trying to overwhelm his defense. Bertram, you have to try to cut around that shield. Let's advance over here, cut him down, and then you can fold in that way. Alisar, I'd love to do a round swing, but just not going to work. So... Okay, good hit. Gravith, can you finish him? No, probably should have gone for the guy with the pickaxe. Maybe Solveig can do it, though. Perfect. It's pretty rare that she lands a hit, but she seems to be totally fine with stealing kills from others. God, these guys are getting so lucky with those hits. I'm going to move you after, I think. Good hits. Yeah, good thing I waited, because that guy moved. And you would have wasted your movement. Okay, now that you've been shot pretty badly, why don't you return fire? Most of their front line is given up, so we can pretty much just ignore them. But since you won't be able to attack this turn if you move, you may as well do that. I think what I'll do is ask you to slide in here and start working on that shield. You can stay right there, and let's throw as many attacks at this guy as we can, because one good hit will break his resolve, and we'll be, you know, able to basically just ignore him after that. Come on, get through. Got a couple. Drop him, and oh, that kill was enough to break his morale. Perfect. I'm going to ask you to leapfrog over there and dispatch that shield. I'm going to ask you to go tie up. Ah, crap. Well, go after him, but we can't get to him this turn. Why don't you jump in there so he can't get away? If you go there, you can attack them both. And he's going to get hit trying to flee, as is that guy, but they both made it through. So we will need to go after them. You can start moving up. And then he died trying to get away. Alright. Solveig, don't do anything yet. The Warden is going to miss twice. Arnold can attack from up here. He got one of them. You can get rid of that shield for me. Ouch. That guy's still giving as good as he's getting. Sigmund, move up and stab him. Callie, go ahead and get some revenge. Bertel, now that this guy's got no shield, you should be able to cut him up pretty easily. Morton can help you with that. Bertram, it's your job to keep him from getting away. Arvith, fire at their crossbowmen, since he's the only one not engaged in melee. Alisar, why don't you step over here and kill that guy? And then Volmar, you keep going after Mr. Crossbow. Let's see if Reiner can get this kill. No. Gravith, can you get it? Not quite. You didn't even attack. What the hell was that? Okay, 2 blocks. He is going to retreat. Arnold, yeah, get into melee range with him. Let's get you over there where you can help us. Solveig, I guess if you move here you can attack. Yep, she finally hit. There's one down. Don't end your turn yet, because you can still move up. We'll jump Morton in there. And let's see, Bertel. Sure, go there. Let's get you over here. Hopefully this time you'll actually swing at him when he tries to flee. Let's get you over there. Take a swipe at him. Nice. You stay on that guy. As long as he's running, he's not shooting. Oh, cool. That broke his morale. And then Gravith, can you finish him? Yes. So now we just have this guy and that guy who finally died. Good. We won't catch him if he decides to only run, so I'm just going to say that it's over. And it looks like we did get 1 level up from that, but we got chopped up pretty bad in a couple of cases, especially with our archers. A lot of weapons collected, though, and that bow will be useful. So, oh, and another hand axe. Cool. A lot of good stuff there. So that only gave us 14 because we didn't kill the last one, but that's still a pretty good amount of heads that we've collected. Let's jump in here, because we do have a level up, actually several level ups, and a bow to hand out to you, though you're probably going to need to not see combat for a while. Okay, so Calais. 66 hit points. It's not terrible. He rolled pretty garbage everywhere else, though. Man. I'm going to go with the 4 right here. And then probably the 2 and the 3 there. Let's see. So he can only go up to tier 3. Rotation might not be such a bad idea. Brawny's a good one too. His armor is not so heavy that that's really going to do much though. But it will help more down the line. And then getting these shield perks is not a bad idea either. But not immediately necessary. I think we'll take Brawny. Followed by Axe Mastery. Well, I might go Shield Expert then Axe Mastery, because Shield Expert's really important. But we'll definitely get both of those, and then we may decide to get these knockback abilities too. But for now, that's totally okay. For Volmar, so did he just level up back to back? I think he did. He didn't roll very good over here, but he rolled okay on this side. Let's take the 3, and maybe another 3. Just make him better at fighting. We're up to tier 2. Let's see. Melee kills are always fatalities and have a minus 15 penalty to enemy resolve checks. That's pretty good. And if he's got this, I think the only fatality you can get with a bludgeon is to basically smash somebody's skull in, which means we'll get a lot of armor if he does that, because he'll be, you know, attacking the head rather than the body. And honestly, I'm not seeing a whole lot else. I might take 9 lives on him just to make him harder to kill, but we don't need to do that immediately. Maybe I should. Is there anything in tier 3 I really want? I don't know. Nothing that we couldn't get by without. So let's go with 9 lives, just to make him a little bit more survivable. And then following that, I'll probably take Slaughterer. And then we get into Masteries, where I could potentially make him our standard bearer. He's just not got a lot of resolve. And he's got a lot of defense, which makes him a little bit better suited to the front. Herald's going to get some resolve while we're on the subject. And you're kind of in a weird spot too, because you've got some potential for melee defense. I think I'll give him melee skill and melee defense. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you, because you can't even take Axe Mastery, let alone Polearm Mastery, so that weapon isn't going to work for you, nor would a pike. You're probably going to have to find your way back into the front with either a hammer or a mace. For his perk, we will go with Colossus, though. And is that it for our level ups? I believe it is. Okay, so we need to visit Trockenberg. Okay, and what I'll probably do, since this episode's running a bit long, is I will end the episode there, and we will finish our patrol in the following episode, and we'll try to go out of our way a bit just to make sure we get as close to that 30 as we can, because they're paying us really good per head, so there's no reason not to collect as many as we can, other than, you know, maybe trying not to get anybody killed. But other than these two, that shouldn't really be a problem. So we'll just make sure our archers are extra protected. Or we'll just leave them behind. But anyways, we'll fight as many more battles as we can on our way back to Stoll. And hopefully we get a nice sum of money that'll let us come back to Trockenberg and buy basically whatever we want. Or Brunstad. We'll make sure we check both inventories. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Battle Brothers with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.